Hi, my name is Sinakhone Keodara. I'm a driver organizer with Rideshare Drivers United. Um, Prior to joining the movement, I was actually working as a customer service rep for LA Care, and I became really unhappy in that job, and I decided to quit. And so I was also living with somebody who was going through cancer at the time, and I stayed with him for like 8 months, and by then I had become financially unstable. But part of why I became homeless was because in 2016, on my birthday, August 10th, I decided to launch a company called Asian Entertainment Television, which is I dubbed it AET. It's the Asian American streaming platform. I kind of went by, BET, and I thought, why not do AET? And so when I became homeless, I was really desperate. I had a friend of mine who told me all I had to do was come up with $250 to do a deposit for Lyft's, express drive program. And I thought, well, at least I'll have a car to sleep in. So that became my story. I bounced around from couch surfing, and I was also staying at a Korean spa. I mean, I was also told that if I paid $25, I can sleep in a cot, like in one of those meditation rooms. And so I did that. I bounced around between friends' couches, between my car that I rent from Lyft. I was paying $242 a week, and a lot of times I don't make the money. I don't make $25 to pay for a Korean spa. And when I first started, I made a lot of money. I was making $1,200, per week. I was like, wow, this is a lot. I've never made that kind of money before. But somehow I just wasn't making ends meet. I didn't understand why. And like, sometimes I would see the rate keep dropping. And sometimes I would make $262, $2.62 for a ride. It just wasn't worth my time or worth my gas, to be honest with you. And sometimes, once a week I have to overdraw my account so that I could put gas in the car, so I could keep it going. And a lot of people say, well, why didn't you just quit? I'm like, well, I felt trapped in this endless cycle of what I call indentured servitude, because the little bit of money that I was able to brought in, kept it going, so I didn't have to be on the street. And so I think what Lyft has done is like they make you look like you're gonna make a lot of money, and then they make you become independent on it, because I have to, first of all, as far as that express drive is concerned, they keep the first $242 that you make, until after that you can keep the money. So a lot of times, at least once, twice a week, I skip a couple of meals because I can't afford to eat. And part of the reason why I decided to come forward and break my silence on being a homeless Lyft driver is because I'm not the only one. I see a lot of Lyft drivers living in a Korean spa just like myself, sleeping in our cars, and a lot of us decided just to, it is humiliating, it's an embarrassing thing. We've all grown, and so I see them put their heads down, suffer silently. And well, I'm going to tell those people, you don't have to suffer silently anymore, and you don't have to be ashamed anymore. You're not alone, and there are people like myself who's fighting on your behalf. We're trying to get a minimum guarantee from Lyft and Uber, and we're also trying to fight for an ability to have a union so that we can negotiate our rates. And yeah, so I implore you guys to come out, and break your silence and share your story with us, and tag it, hashtag Rideshare Reality, and so that we can compile it into a video. Because right now, I was one of those people who went to Sacramento and met with the staff of Governor Newsom's office, and I also met with officials from the Senate and the Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez. And what we learned is that, at least this is my take on it, the lawmakers are getting ready to pass the law, and they need to hear our stories. So we need to educate them. We need to share our stories, because people need to know what we're going through. You know, just be real. There's no shame in the game. Look, we can't fall off the bottom. We're already at the bottom, you know, and the only way to go is up. And so if you don't, a closed mouth does not get fed, right? If you don't let us know, don't let the world know that, you know, Uber and Lyft is exploiting its workers, you know, by misclassifying us as independent contractors while they maintain all kinds of control, right? So they have the ability to deactivate us for any reason without telling us. I was one of those people who got deactivated because a customer, you know, accused me allegedly, and then they said they would do an investigation, and I had to fight for myself to get reactivated again, and this is part of the fight. So join us. We need your bodies, we need your stories, we need your blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, you go to www.drivers-united.org. I hope to see you on the streets.